Okay, I need everyone's help again. I know. I mean, it's like not ever. Do you know what I mean? It's not like every single video I've ever done on this channel, I need people's help. But here we are. Right. So the story is, I thought I only had one, but I've got two. I've got two cut-off tools that go backwards. So in other words, they mount on the opposite side. And I believe, from what I've kind of done a quick research on, then that's supposed to be better or safer for cutting off. But I've got two here, and I don't know which one is best. Now, this is a cut-off tool. I realise this can only go in so far. And then you've got kind of the high-speed steel ones, which you can, you know, go out and they can kind of go in deep. This is on a quick tool post change thing. But I've two here, and at first I thought this was most probably going to be the best one, because I could put essentially like this one in it, right? And I thought it'd be more rigid, but there's no real adjustment on this one. So I'm guessing it's been made for the right height for my myford. I don't know. It's got this one on it at the end, so this can actually be unbolted. This could go in and then just drill some holes in there and make that nice and solid, but obviously that can only go in so far. So I don't know, is this type better? You can have a look at it there. Or is this type better? Now this one has a lot more adjustment. I'm missing a screw in here. I don't know what these screws are. I don't know if you put a screw in here and that allows this to slide up and down rather than doing it by hand. You bit finer adjustment. I don't know. So if anyone knows what should go in there, please let me know. But the issue with this one is, yes, it has more adjustments. The bolts go through for the T-nuts there. That's no problem. But what I did see is a slight issue. Is I've got a few of these and they all seem to be the same thickness and the same width. Where on this one, if you look down here, for a start, it's a hell of a lot bigger, look. Right, so there's a lot more space there. You can see, oh, just how much space is there, maybe 2-3 mil. But the other thing is, it seems to be very thin. This doesn't like go, hold on, the camera's just reflecting. Let's see if I can turn off the light and show you what I mean. So when this goes in, it doesn't go all the way in. It seems to be too thick. Come on. It's not, look, it's not, there we go. You see that? It's not going all the way in, it's just resting on that outer lip. Where when I look at the likes of this one, it seems to go in a lot more, and that little retaining thing here seems to be grabbing it a lot more. So I know you can get different sizes of these, but I think different widths, and I thought, oh, maybe I can just make this a bit bigger. But then the problem is it won't lip under here. Does this take some sort of special cut-off tool that I don't have? You know, say something kind of like this that you put different tips in, but obviously a lot thinner. But even that, yes, even that won't go in. I know this is not the right one for it, but that is, it just seems to be so thin. And when I look at the likes of this one, let me just put the one in this one. So when I put the one in this one, you can just see that this, it's not going to focus yet. There we go. Focus. This just seems to go under that lip a lot better and would hold. Because what I'm thinking is, if I make this bigger, yes, it'll be under this lip, but there'll be nothing stopping that apart from just pure pressure. There'll be no like lip. So I don't know what to do. Or is there a special tool? So if there's a special tool, let me know. And which one is best to use as regards a cut-off tool that goes to the back of the lathe rather than cutting at the front. I don't know. Any suggestions, please let me know. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you. And just give you a rough idea with my, you know, mega expensive pound shop calipers. This one, so the actual tool is 12.7 mil. Now I haven't got a tool for this, but when I put this in here and slide it out, we are getting 13.6. Now that's not tight, this is still kind of a bit loose, but 13.6. so yeah, if anyone has any information on this or any links that I can buy tools for, just, you know, let me know, put them down below, because I think this one, there just seems to be more adjustment in this one, but this seems to be, I don't know, am I going to have to maybe weld something on here and remachine it and make a new one of these to make it fit the slightly smaller ones? Or like I said, is this a special tool for that? But it needs to be thinner than what that is. How thick is that? That's another thing, it needs to be thinner. See, that is what? That's 2.2 mil, or roughly, and that's too thick. That's too thick to fit in there. Let me just double check that properly. Yeah, 2.2 mil, but that is too thick to fit underneath that little lip. So I just don't know. So any help, I would really appreciate it. Alright, this just might help as well. So I've got some feeler gauges here. I put them to 1mm, and they do grab. Oh, come on, focus. They do grab. I'm going to try 1.5 to see what that does. 1.5 also grabs, but barely. I'd say that's the limit. Maybe not. Actually, there's a little bit of a little damage there, and that's stopping this going in. So spin it around. And just see on this side. Yeah, 1.5 mil. I'd say is the limit. By what is it, 13.6 mil? Don't know. Like I said, look, any help, any links, really would appreciate it.